I'm here with Chris Graham. Chris, can I first say that you're looking fantastic?
Yes, you may.
Have you been working out?
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, up to the age of 16, I led a perfectly ordinary life. I went to school, I sat around watching TV, I rode my bicycle.
But then all that changed.
Yes, Geoff, it did. It was on a visit to my aunt and uncles at Christmas. Aunt Muriel had back pains and other physical symptoms of old age, and Uncle Bob had bought her this ergonomically designed chair. It was really comfortable, really it was. And we were all sitting around watching the Queen's speech, as I recall, and Aunt Muriel had gone to lie down. She'd eaten too much. And I was sitting in her chair. And I fancied a drink, and they'd said, make yourself at home. So I went to the kitchen to get a glass of milk. And it wasn't until I came back that I realised my arse was still in the chair.
And did that come as a shock to you?
Yes, Geoff, yes it did. I mean, it wasn't painful, more confusing. And if I've learnt one thing from this experience, it's never sit in an ergonomically designed chair. They're like bear traps. Bear traps.
Bear traps for arses?
Well, yeah, obviously.
Well, it was Christmas, you know, and there's always a lot of reattachments to do at Christmas. I remember distinctly, I'd just done 2 fingers, a little toe, and a nose. I remember attaching 3 thumbs in one day to one fella. He wasn't very happy. Anyway, in comes Chris, clutching his trouser seat, followed by his parents carrying this rather far-out-looking chair between them. I was thinking to myself, hello, 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 here's a go. What's with all this then? To cut a long story short, they asked me if I could reattach his arse, which was stuck in the chair, to which I could only reply, nah mate, it's the end of my shift.
So, what happened then?
I don't know, I guess they asked another doctor, didn't they?
So why are we talking to you?
Yes, well, it took us 2 hours to prise the arse from the chair, but then we could not get it to reattach. We tried stitches, staples, tape. Staples and tape together. The poor bastard was in and out of surgery 6 or 7 times, but every time the arse was rejected. It broke me to have to tell him and the family that he was just going to have to live without an arse.
So how does this affect you now?
Well, it makes even simple tasks really difficult. I mean, take sitting. This might look like a perfectly ordinary chair to you, but in fact, it's been specially designed to compensate. And if you were to try and sit in this chair, you'd have a very uncomfortable time of it.
May I?
No.
What's different about it?
Well, it's got some supports along the side of the cushion, which are connected via a lynch hinge pinned rotary joint to some supports at the back, which distribute my weight evenly between my thighs and my back, putting no weight at all on my arse. Or rather, where my arse would be, if I had an arse. I don't.
Yes, we've established that.
Oh.
So what are the most challenging things you have to deal with?
Well, fishing can be a problem, but the most difficult of all, I'd have to say, was public transport. Not so much for physical reasons, more psychological. I mean, I can just stand up, but I've got to be very careful to decide where to stand.
Why is that?
Well, people stare, don't they?
Yes, I've been meaning to bring that up. I mean, you don't look all that different from someone who does have.
Well, that's just the cut of the trouser. I mean, these are specially designed trousers, and they have a similar, although this time it's a double lynch-hinged pinned rotary joint.
I see.
For greater freedom of movement. That not only gives me the support I need, but also gives the illusion of derriere.
Actually, it makes you look fairly well endowed in that area. I mean, disproportionately so.
That's the painful irony, really.
So, how do you go?
What?
How do you, go?
Well, just like everyone else, really.
No, you misunderstand me. Let me put it another way. How do you go?
Oh, I see. Well, with great difficulty.
Well, that's all from this week's edition of the Stannett Report. Tune in next week when we'll be bringing you more shocking truths. I'll be bringing them. Me, Geoff Stannett. Dr. Geoff Stannett. Good night.